Here at Access Alarms, we focus on a few key areas of different technology and utilize them to provide the best solutions for the clients. So those sort of 4 categories primarily relate around alarm systems, access control systems, camera systems, and communication and data systems. When you're talking about alarm systems, one of the key elements of an alarm system is the general conception. An alarm system is there to stop an intruder or a burglar from entering the premises. That's originally what they were designed for. Alarm systems have evolved quite substantially over the many years. The alarm system is the true preventative tool, so if you do have someone intrude or break into an area, it will make a lot of noise which alerts the intruder to something happening, and in most cases it will deter the intruder and scare the intruder off, which minimizes the damage to the property. The next day when you arrive at the business, you might end up having to fix a door or a window, but you're not going to have to organize cleaners and people to come and tidy up the place. That's the same thing in the residential application. It's you're coming home to a broken door or a broken window, as opposed to having to go and book a hotel room for the night whilst you come the next day to clean it all up. So these are kind of the things that alarm systems really show their value. We have many different types of alarm systems, but I'm not going to go into that too much. The main thing that I want to talk about is the application. So alarm systems are true preventative measure. They're going to alert someone that something's happening, and they're a monitoring system for you. In a business, it's not just about now intrusion, it's about alerting someone to something going on. This could be, you could utilize alarm systems now for a vehicle being in an area for too long, a person going into an area that they're not supposed to go into. These are things that alarm systems have now been adapted to do. They also happen in the reverse. If you're thinking about a nursing home where you've got dementia patients, or you've got a school where you've got students in a boarding house and the school has a duty of care to protect the students within the boarding house. You don't want students leaving at midnight or 1 a.m. in the morning and not having someone being alerted. These are really the key functions of alarm systems now. So it's not just about preventing an intrusion or a burglary or a criminal activity. It's also about alerting people to NS dangers, public liability dangers, those sorts of things. Anything that you can think of where a siren or a strobe or any of those things can be applied, an alarm system is the best application for that. So next thing we're talking about is access control. So access control, the easiest way I always tell everyone to think about access control, remember when we were kids and we had a secret knock for our siblings or our brother and sister's door to allow us in. So they knew it was us at the door, not our parents. They knew that it was us. And this is the backbone of access control. So access control is designed so you know who's coming into the building. It's designed for identification purposes. It's really to identify which person is starting your shift, ending your shift, which car's coming in through the door, in through the gate. So that's for car parking, all those sorts of things. This is really about identifying the individual or the object that's being moved from one area to another. So that can be applied in many different ways. We recently did a project with a dock management system. So they could actually tell which vehicle was coming, which courier driver was arriving, and then by the specific code that they entered, it identified which dock number that vehicle had to go to. And it displayed that up on an LED screen. This is the sort of stuff where access control can go from time and attendance based system through to complete vehicle management, car parking, even your e-tags that we all drive through our toll bridges are all a form of access control. If you're thinking about where something's going, when it's going, and you want to identify that, one of the key things access control is used for is time and attendance reporting. So that's knowing when your team members might fill out their timesheets. You can verify that with a time and attendance clock in, clock out style system. The other things that you may want to use access control for is a server room. Cybersecurity is one of the biggest concerns for most businesses right now. Your cybersecurity can be completely circumvented if I can walk straight into your server room and plug a USB stick in. So we want to make sure that the people that are going into our server rooms, we know exactly who's going, when they're going, and that they're authorized to be in there. So you can use one form of identification to control the doors, control where they're going, and also control the security system as well. The next topic we're talking about is camera systems. So this is the next technological area that we work in is camera systems. Now, camera systems are, in 80% of applications, a post-event device. They will tell you what happened after the event. Camera systems, as long as people understand that that's what it's for. While some of the new camera systems now have integrated alarms and alert systems to actively deter things from happening, the majority of the systems out there are designed for an after the fact. That's what cameras are best thought about utilized for. Things like, if you're concerned about a public liability incident or anything like that, you need to provide information to your insurance companies. You want to improve processes. Cameras are amazing for this. You want to know what happened after the event so that you can improve to make sure those events don't occur again. It's so much easier to review a camera system than it is to fill out 500 paperwork and do interviews and those sorts of things. When you're looking at a video evidence of what happened, it makes it very, very easy to identify what has happened. A lot of the camera systems now can move into things like license plate detection. So that will then talk to our access control systems and work with it in conjunction with our access control systems. The early warning indicator systems now within cameras can work quite well. So that's things like the thermal detection. Gives us the ability to detect intruders 200 meters from the camera, which is amazing. This technology is coming out now and it's getting better and better and better as we move through. Bear in mind that camera systems are designed to be an after the fact review device. You can review them. They're designed as a preventative measure. So the next technology part that we're talking about is camera systems. So camera systems, they're designed to review after the event has occurred. So my general thing that I say in most applications when talking about cameras is, do you really just want to watch someone stealing your stuff? This is where ensuring that the camera system, yes, it's really great for insurance. If you have an insurance issue, if you have a workplace health and safety incident, if you have a procedure that you feel went wrong, a piece of equipment went missing, or any of these things, reviewing a camera system makes it so much easier. It's infinitely quicker, and for almost every business, I really don't know how you would run an operational business without some form of camera system, because it makes it so much easier to improve your processes, improve your workplace health and safety, improve all of those things, become infinitely easier if you can review incidents that happen. But understanding that that technology is designed for after the event. Whilst now we've got probably 20% of the camera systems out there do have alerts and early warning systems built into them, that's not really what the technology was designed for. They are getting better and better and better, and as it moves them forward, we may end up utilizing cameras in conjunction with alarms, and that technology is being integrated into the cameras. But where we are currently is the camera systems are best utilized for reviewing events after the fact. Cameras, one of the biggest sections of our business, but they're also one of the most misunderstood technologies, and the reason for that is camera systems are primarily designed as a post-event device. They're designed to identify what happened after the event. Do you really want to watch back someone stealing all your stuff? That's great for the insurance side of things, but for you personally, it's probably not going to help you very much. So you need to really make the call whether a camera system is the best or an alert system is best for you. However, the camera systems, they're now starting to get better at the alert side of things. So we are having things like human and vehicle detection. We're having these sorts of stuff implemented now into cameras with integrated sirens and strobes and these sorts of things. That is allowing it to become a bit of an early warning indicator, but the device itself is primarily designed for a post-event review. So for a business, I don't know how you would run a business without a camera system. There's so much you can utilize them for. That's for the marketing like we're doing. You can use them for reviewing safety protocols, public liability instance, procedural improvements, these sorts of things like your toolbox talks and your OH&S briefings, and things become so much easier when you've got video evidence of what actually happened. Things like, where did that package get moved? Did it get onto that truck when we said that it got onto that truck? Those sorts of things after the event become infinitely valuable to a business. So just understanding that that technology is designed for a post-event application, and you'll be fine. The next technology section that we talk about is network and data. So network and data is, we noticed there was a bit of a gap between the service providers and your IT providers. So that's people like your internet or NBN service providers and your IT company, your MSP, so someone who you would call to set up your Microsoft or that sort of stuff. So we found that there's a bit of a gap there. We hold the same licensing and structure for what we do with security, so we've helped a lot of clients around setting up their network infrastructure. So that's things like, you want really good Wi-Fi, you want to provide guest Wi-Fi for people that come and visit your office, making sure that you've got outlets where you need them to plug your computers in, that sort of thing. That's the network and data side. This also includes technology like the network switching in the background to make sure that your computers have the speed that they need to be able to operate your business. Also things like intercoms. So this could be if you've got an apartment complex, this would be something where someone comes up to the front door, calls their relevant apartment, that lets them in through the front door, and that communicates with the access control system. So that's your communication side of things that we're more than capable and happy to help you with. Some of the other technology areas that we've implemented recently in the last few years within Access Alarms, because we've felt that we've really been able to help in some other areas and integrated into some of the services we already provide. That's things like vehicle GPS and vehicle dash cams. So that's something that we've integrated into our existing portfolio. That allows us to provide real-time location of your fleet of vehicles, driver awareness, so they're not playing with their mobile phone, they're not eating food on their lap while they're driving, they're not excessively speeding. These sorts of things, we can provide you a centralized system, or we can provide you with our system. Another area that we also moved into is audio-visual displays. So these are outdoor LED panels and indoor entertainment panels, interactive screens and those sorts of things, audio-visual and sound for your gyms and that sort of stuff. So if you do have any additional things outside of the norm that you want to come and have a talk to us, feel free. We do shift out of the normal 4 that we do.